And now we come to the final, and probably one of the biggest reasons Disney's up shit crick at the moment, because Disney is now tens of billions in debt. So we go to the Fox merger, the Fox deal. Iger got into a bidding war with Comcast, who at the last minute upped the stakes, and then ended up Iger, because he's the typical fucking moron, spend over $70 billion to get these Fox rights. $70 billion. That's 10 times what he spent on Pixar, which has done nothing. It's way more. It's 67 billion more. Excuse me. Than Star Wars or Marvel. And let's not even. I did remember something. So he spent $71 billion to buy Fox. Good on you, moron. And this guy still has a job. This guy makes stupid... And I've gone to a little thing with someone before that at the time they seemed like good investments. Yeah, at the time. But Disney recently, under Iger, has a history of being complete failures. Of goddamn putting out being run by member berries, sequels, rehashes. Check out the freaking how many times they've live actioned a animated feature, and TFA, for that matter. All of it garbage, just to cater to a group of people that don't see these movies, that don't care. All of this for that. So I highly doubt any Disney executives or Disney money lenders are going to see this. You got scammed. You got suckered. This guy here, he's going to leave you guys in 2021 when his contract's up. He's leaving. And he's going to leave you guys with a fucking mess. Congratulations. And before I even end off on this part, let's talk about another thing, because I completely forgot about this. $100 million he spent buying was or is, I don't know if they still exist, don't know why they will do, is a blog site. They call it journalism, but it's really a blog site where people go to whine and cry about stuff that they don't agree with. Kind of like what I'm doing right now. But that's just it. So there was a call a couple months ago that Disney isn't getting that $400 million back. They didn't make that money back. They lost money on this journalist site and all of their little branches. They lost money. He had to admit that. So it makes me wonder, how much has Lucasfilm lost? How much is Pixar's? Well, Pixar probably hasn't lost so much money, because I'm sure their franchises haven't completely tanked in the way that Star Wars did. In fact, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm sure their merchandise sales were through the roof. Maybe not so much for the sequels, but Frozen definitely helped, I'm sure, earn them back. The original Frozen earned them back all the money. And Marvel, of course. So let's move on to something that just came out. Whether this is true or not, I don't know. And this is where it really gets into specifically Bobby Boy Iger. So allegedly, something's come up where now take this as rumor, unless you can find it that he actually, apparently Disney is fighting claims. Let's get that horse again. Fighting claims against Bobby Boy Iger, the guy who's completely destroyed Disney, the guy who single-handedly put Disney into a hole, the guy who single-handedly helped put complete incompetent morons in charge of Lucasfilm, who allowed a freaking movie that could have been another possible billion-dollar film, because no one gave a shit about Captain Marvel in Alita, and won it, and basically buried it, because it all comes up to him. It all comes to him. Who is okay with the Marvel Comics falling apart. Who's okay with Kevin Feige. Wow, I could easily get those two mixed up. Kevin Feige to want to now protect his comic books, because the guy is a loser. So allegedly he's now been connected with something that I thought we were done talking about from years ago, a couple months ago at the very least. Kevin Weinstein. Now, for those who don't know, Weinstein is basically, let's put it this way, there's a reason the black couch porn started. Weinstein was an old-time guy, and we're talking about old-time Hollywood guy. Basically, who slept with underage women, who bought nominations and the Oscars, who bought trophies, who freaking and allegedly had an island. Apparently there was an island which had this Lolita Railroad on it. Not my words. So now, in the last few days from recording, freaking Bobby Boy Iger has been accused, nothing definite, of encouraging this. Oh, Bobby Boy. Do you want to add a little bit more to the fire? So yeah, we're coming up to the end of August, and now Disney's got this. This is complete, and it's like, what more could happen? What more could happen? Now your CEO, who allowed everybody to trash and burn your entire company, is now being accused. Heck, who's allowed books, has the SEC looking in on you, who freaking accused allowing books to be cooked under his watch, who allowed an IP that should have never been freaking destroyed get ruined in Star Wars, allowed overpaid for a stupid studio which hasn't done anything but flops except for Alita, and that had just barely didn't flop, no thanks to this imbecile piece of shit, because it's more important to freaking and feed the ego of the golden goose than it is to freaking get another movie that would actually make money and people were excited for. So we've got that. This complete piece of shit that they kept bringing back, that they brought back specifically for, one more time, for the stupid Fox deal, is now under possible investigation, again, don't know how true it is, for being a pedophile. So it's like it just never ends. It never ends. I'm to the point where I go on YouTube expecting to see, like on Midnight's Edge or something, for people to start talking about how, Disneyland's on fire. We surprisingly don't know how that started. Disney World's on fire. We don't know how that started. It's like, and then they're under investigation for insurance fraud. I'm seriously to that point. I'm sure many people are to that point. Because you can't trust that Disney didn't cook the... The SEC wouldn't be involved already about the book cooking if there wasn't enough evidence to warrant an investigation. You've got now this new allegation that frickin' Iger encouraged pedophilia and the appetites of this complete loser Weinstein. You've got people for the Captain Marvel. When that came out, you had people reporting that there were empty theaters and nobody wanted refunds or anything. Which, way to go, Bobby. That's a nice way to kill your the only way to show your stupid films without putting it on your cheap streaming service. Here's a little, we got Star Wars for you. We got Star Wars for you. We got this guy who looks like Boba Fett. We got that. Remember Boba Fett? We got a guy who looks like Boba Fett. Remember Berries? We've got 2 documentaries saying how happy people are and how people totally kids aren't against Star Wars. Yay! There's a time to just give up. Give up, Disney. Just give up. Stop buying everything in the world because there's people calling now. There's people online, numerous voices calling for you to be fucking even looked into for being a monopoly. The only reason you got there is, thank God, the right people are in office. Otherwise, I don't think you would have fucking gotten it. That Fox deal wouldn't have gone through. So thank God the right people were there. You've got a CEO who's under investigation for helping Weinstein. The whole reason, one of the biggest reasons we have this Me Too movement, which has turned into a complete, which should be more called Me First anymore, because that's been bastardized into a complete piece of shit. You've done nothing but hurt everything. Entertainment's garbage, freaking news garbage, everything. There's nothing left. You're just turning everybody into as cynical as me. Don't fucking care. Don't fucking care. Hopefully this is the last time I talk about. Next video, I will be going back into another previous video, but we won't be talking about any rights or splits this time. We're specifically going to be doing something I haven't done in a long time, and talk about a fucking particular character. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun there. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video, or series of videos. Yeah.